Welcome back to Project 613. Today we continue learning about the Nazir, the Nazirite, and we have another 4 mitzvot that apply to a Nazir. Just to recap, a Nazir is an individual, a man or a woman, who takes upon themselves the vow to live as a Nazir, and they are then forbidden from cutting their hair, from eating or drinking wine or grape juice or grapes, and they are not allowed to come in contact with the dead. So yesterday we learned about the mitzvot, about the Nazir refraining from drinking wine or grape juice and even eating grapes or raisins. Today we learn another 2 mitzvot in that regard, and that is that not only is the actual grape forbidden for the Nazir, but the Torah tells us that even the skin, even the peel or the seeds of the grapes are also forbidden for the Nazir. And this counts as 2 separate mitzvot, one prohibiting the skin and one prohibiting the seeds of the grapes. As the verse says, Mechartzanim va'ad zag lo yochel. He is forbidden from eating the seeds and the peel of the grapes. Now, although most of us are not becoming Nazirites anytime soon, nevertheless, there is actually a very powerful lesson from this mitzvah that is actually applicable to all. And that is, we see to what extent the Torah goes to safeguard the Nazir, that he should not come to violate and he should not come to actually eating the grapes or drinking the wine. The Torah therefore tells him, stay away even from the peel, even from the seeds. Our sages go so far as to say that the Nazir shouldn't even walk into a vineyard in order not to tempt himself. And this really teaches us how careful we should all be with the mitzvot that do apply to us, where we need to set up safeguards to distance ourselves from violating a prohibition of the Torah, not to even get close to a place where we may actually be in violation of an actual prohibition. The next 2 mitzvot that we learn also about the Nazir have to do with the 3rd category of things that are forbidden for a Nazir, and that is coming into contact with a dead body. And here we have 2 mitzvot in this regard. Number 1, the Torah tells us it's forbidden for the Nazir to enter into the tent where there is a dead body. And in this way, the Nazir is really similar to a Kohen. We know that Kohanim, the priests, are not allowed to become ritually impure by being under the same roof as a corpse, and the Nazir has the same rule as a Kohen in this regard. He is also not allowed to come under the same roof as a dead body and thereby would become ritually impure. That's one mitzvah. And then a second mitzvah is that not only does the Nazir assume the status of a regular Kohen, which isn't allowed to become ritually impure, but even more than that, the Nazir assumes the status of the Kohen Gadol, of the high priest, who in addition to not being able to become pure from coming in touch with any dead body, the Kohen Gadol is also forbidden even from coming in contact with his close relatives after they die. You see, a regular Kohen is allowed to become tamei, is allowed to become impure if his own close relatives die, but the Kohen Gadol is not, because he's considered on an even higher level of holiness. And the Nazir, similarly, as we explained, this is an individual who's trying to attain a very high level of spirituality and holiness. He has the status not only of the regular Kohen, but even of the Kohen Gadol. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.